Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is an emergency broadcast. No music. For the past hour, I've been going through all the charts, going through everything, looking at all my indicators that point both ways. There's so many patterns and indicators I could show you guys right now and talk for 30, 45 minutes. But all that being said, at the end of the day, and it almost caught me by surprise, but it is the fact that we are, and we might not be there yet, but we are, the dragon is here. And if you're new to this channel, this is the ultimate legendary line. Look at it, it speaks for itself. You see the volume. Look, there is even that buy volume right at the very end, and then dump. Buy volume right at the very end, this little, and then it dumped. This is one of my secret indicators. It's actually tuned incorrectly. That's more like it. Now, even though looking at this chart, I can't help but to... Here. Let's just go over everything. Why not? The head and shoulders right here. And this is beautiful. That's a pretty little head and shoulders right there. Something I have been considering looking at for the past week or so is we are sort of having almost an opposite effect, where instead before, when we were knocking on support, now we are banging on resistance. I was long. I actually exited my longs for exactly break even. My average entry for Bitcoin was 38.80. And I exited at 38.81 to be exact. We do technically have room to come up. We have room to come up to even potentially the 4,200. This is where the high confident trade is. The high confident trade is shorting these levels up here. If we scroll back in time, whoops. And you see our indicator here, the Siegler money flow index, is very accurate in calling short up here. Boom, it dumps. Long right here, came up. That was a nice long. Now it said long right here, and it hasn't come up yet. But again, we also have a small short indicator. This could have been the confirmation, or the completion, excuse me, of this. On shorter time frames, often with the MFI, it will indicate to take the position at the top or bottom after a dump or a pump, for example. We're on the 15 minute now, which I like using this on the 15, the 5, and in this case, the daily's damn good. This case, it shows us, to long, which it paid off right here, right? At the beginning of the mark. Here we go. Here's a better example. Here's a perfect example of when it dumps. This would be a long indicator, and it had to wait a day before it paid off. There was a short indicator here just moments ago. Was this the end of the dump? Was this the end to come back up? Absolutely possible. You see, here's our first dragon line. There is room. There is room. But we don't have to necessarily touch the line for it to come down. But since we're close to the dragon, we are in the danger zone. Guys, I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. There are times where we are confident, and I know what is going to happen next. And there are times where we're not. And we do our best to judge. But here's the thing. What's most important to me, and what should be to you, is, how nervous really are you? How much are you really risking, right? Is it worth risking a lot right now, hoping, off of a coin flip that you're right? And if you're not, you don't have a stop loss, or even if your stop loss would hurt you. If it would, then you have a little bit of time left where if you were to exit your position or shave it down right now, long or short, you should be able to do so without really having a loss. At least if you've been, hanging around me and my people. And, I was long. I absolutely see that we can easily come up at least here, but boom, if we come up here and come right back down, we're on the verge. This could be it, guys. This could be it. These are the times where I have buy orders in the 2000s, in the 1800s. This is the time. And I don't know how much we really have. I don't think it's really sunken in because it hasn't happened yet. And since it hasn't happened yet, no one really feels it. But it can happen. And the time is now. The time is now. And if not now, soon. But look. This paints it. This paints it all. This paints it all. Is this the time that the dragon gets pierced? Do we pierce it in the belly? Or do we respect it like we have been since the dawn? I honestly feel if we view this on a algorithmic, quantitative chart, the algorithmic, the logarithmic, there is still room for us to hook down. There's still room to hook down. So I have my buy positions ready for those snap candles. And when everything is overloaded, when you're Coinbase Pro, when your Gemini, when your BitMEX, when your Bybit is going through a bunch of shit, whatever. Bybit doesn't get overloaded. But, man, everyone gets overloaded. When every single exchange, when the action is happening like this, if you're not already in it, it's very difficult to get in. And sometimes it's difficult to get out. So, while everyone is sleeping, the weekend just ended. It's a change of seasons. When everyone is least expecting it, that's when these moves come. And that's what we're seeing in the volume. Yeah. You can stare at this, compare indicators, compare the present to the past. This picture kind of sums it up, doesn't it? The dragon is here. And if it pierces it, so be it. But the trend is our friend. And something, the $3,900 Bitcoin does seem to me overvalued at this time. We have the similar double action right here. We've mentioned that before. And we know how much Bitcoin and crypto repeats itself. So I just got reinvigorated because we are currently in the eye, or not even the eye of the storm. Well, yeah, we are in the eye of the storm. If this was the storm, here's the eye, and we still have the outside of it, the calm before the storm and the eye of the storm. So, do with that as you will. And just know that no matter what happens, there will be opportunity. If you miss a huge pump or you miss a huge dump, it's okay. Don't risk. Don't have yourself vulnerable where if it doesn't go your way, it hurts you. Because you can make life-changing gains in crypto's market, no matter if it's just kind of chilling sideways, going up and down, and you're banging out the channel with leverage, or if there's a major dump. So just protect yourself. And if you are calm and prepared, you'll see that naturally your accounts will gain some days more than others, and you will be in a better frame of mind. And when you're in a better frame of mind, things seem to go your way, not only in trading but in life. So I think that's it, guys. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you on the other side.